Just to kind of catch you up where we're at, we we moved to a bulk feed to kind of help with feed expenses. Not working quite as well as we hoped. It's working and it's okay, but the only issue of it is this last mix was better, but they still just don't like it, and they're spending so much time digging out the stuff they don't like to get to the stuff they like that it's creating a lot of waste. So we've added something else to our bulk feed blend. I came down last night, got the bulk bin. I remember the bulk bin from a few videos back when we first started doing the bulk feed. It's a big wooden bin. Got it fixed up with the slide gate so we could open and close it to get feed out pretty easily. And got that done. Now, I was going to take the camera with me last night as I was doing that, but unfortunately I forgot to check the battery before I left the house and got down there, and by the time I got the camera on, the battery was pretty much dead, so wasn't able to capture any of that, but I'll kind of show you what I did to it to get it ready for the bulk feed. So we're adding it's a pelleted feed, and adding that to some other stuff, and kind of making another imagine that, custom blend, just trying to get the most that we can without spending just an exorbitant amount of money. There. Okay, so you can see what I did is I took a couple of strips of wood and made a frame around this opening for this metal slide gate, which works really well. We had used it before when we had corn in here, and it worked okay with that. I had just a couple pieces of wire across here, but just allowed too much waste. So I wanted something that was easier to open and close. That little gate there works really well. It seals off pretty good for moisture and everything. Got to clip these little screw ends off because most of the screws I had were too long. There you can see them, little sharp pieces sticking out there. So somebody, and eventually probably me, will get a finger on one of them. But as you can see, it seals off pretty good, and it's pretty sturdy, so pretty easy to open and close to get a bucket full of feed. So that's what I've done with that. We filled it up to near the top with the feed yesterday. It's a little precarious on that pallet stack. We're moving it back. As you can see, it kind of slid back on that pallet, so still have to be kind of careful with that. Well, hello. Whew, lots of things to get done. Our first market run of the year is going to be coming up this next weekend. So we've got just a few days to get ready. So we're going to be sorting off some mamas and lambs. Like to get them sorted off in the last week or two. That way the lambs can have plenty of access to feed without having to fight with the mamas. And we're going to go through and grab out or actually just mark the biggest ones. Not real sure if we're going to use the scale weight or if we're just going to go by size. But if we go by scale weight, I've got to get over to the office here and get us a charger cord. Can't find the charger cord for the scale. So I'm going to go get us a charger cord and then get that charging, because it's only got to have about half battery life. And see where we go from here. Got to get the trailer cleaned out and start getting set up for where the lambs are going to go after we sort them out. Alright, fortunately it uses like the old computer cables for a charger cable, and I've got 1.5 million of those over there, so it didn't take me but just a second to find one. The weather can't seem to figure out what it wants to do. We got sunshine breaking through this way and dark clouds that way, so it seems to be a little confused at the moment. I took kind of an overview on the trailer the other day. It's not going to take a whole lot to get the back cleaned up and ready to go for this year. Do need to just check got the floor. Been needing a new floor, but so far, since mostly it's been, you know, lambs that aren't real heavy, it's not been just a horrible issue. That's the group we're going to be working on today, right there. Those are the oldest lambs, so we need to get them started getting ready to go. No more than there's going to be. We'll probably push them to the back here, and then just close off that middle gate, keep them to the back. It's or keep them to the front, whichever you want to call it. Keep them on the tongue end. How's that? Right. Floor is a little more solid here, and yeah, that way we just don't have to worry about them. Besides that, it just the ride right here at the tongue is not quite as bad as it is on the back, so that'll be easier on them too. A little less stress, if you know what I'm saying. So, whoa. So, that's our scale box right there. Got the scale head down in there, or the platform down in there. We zero everything out, whichever way they're coming from. You open the yoke-in gate, boom, hit the scale. Readouts right here. And then wherever they need to go from there, boom, open that from there. This is where the lambs are going to be coming when we sort them off for their last week, month, however long it is, into here. Okay? Now, what we'll do is I'm going to set a round bale up in here, right up there, nice and snug. And then over here we'll set up the water right there, so it'll be easy to reach to fill up the water tanks. And then we'll set a couple of feeders over here. So plan on using the stand-up metal feeders. They work really good for them. They can reach them well, so we'll work on that. I'll get that pan out of here. So basically, as they come through the sort, up there, which is hard to visualize since the stuff's not actually there, but I can't put it up yet because we're going to take this bale. That's the one that we're going to put in here for them, since they're only going to be here for a little while. side, because the side there that's got so much eaten off, I don't want that against the wall. They could get in behind it, get stuck. What happens? So I'm going to turn it out. Now, there's a couple of feeders I'm going to get. Again, very sorry about the wind. Ain't much I can do about it. Anyway, these go through those little eyelets. You see those little points down there? That's what I was trying to get below ground. Didn't work too well. I've got a sledge out there I'll go get, or I may just bring the hammer down, because it's not that hard to get drove in. It's just getting it in with that. I know. A tool for every job and a job for every tool. I know. Sometimes you have to make it up as you go. Especially when you're forgetful like I am. Well, we're home from work. Fixing to get this all set up over here. And give some of these lambs. And Mama's separated. We're going to weigh the lambs and see how many we might have for market this weekend. And we'll mark the ones that are going to be staying. That way the others will be easy to spot. We'll scrappy tag them to go to the sale and go from there. So don't know how much I'll be able to catch on video, but I will do my best. So we're all going to be all hands on deck, so won't really have a camera person. So we'll see how it works. Hopefully we'll catch enough so that you can get the idea of what's going on. Here's basically how this is going to work. This right here is going to be the catch pen. They're going to come out of that back pen back there, the far girls. These right here are going to get pushed up next to the hay table, and we'll close that gate right there. We'll bring those mamas and babies from over there into here and then push them into this catch pen, okay? Basically what's going to happen once we have them in here, mamas are going to come out this side gate back basically where they came from, okay? The babies are going to come through this guillotine gate right here. Slides up. They're going to come through there into here. Once we have them into here, okay? Once we have them into here, then they're going to come through this guillotine gate into the scale one at a time. Okay? The scale head over here, read the weight. If they're the correct weight, we'll mark them. Looking for about 50 pounds right now is what we're looking for. So 50 to 55. we'll mark them. They'll come out the other side over here, like that, and they go that way, into their own little pen over there. Bandit really is a sweet boy. He really is.